today we are working Psalm 27. Psalm 27 is one of the contractual psalms. There's 5 contractual psalms, and those 5 psalms are the sort of bread and butter of psalm magic, and you can do pretty much anything with those 5 psalms, including this one. Traditionally, Psalm 27 is used to conceal inadequacies, for help from any affliction, for protection against family disloyalty, for protection against any adversary, to be received kindly, and for protection when you're out of your country. So today we are going to use Psalm 27 to overcome any adversity or adversary. If you have any kind of enemy that is a threat to you, regardless of whether it's a person or a situation, we are going to use Psalm 27 to dissolve it. The way we work psalm magic is simple, easy, and effective. We take the psalm that we're working and we speak it out loud all the way through once without stopping. We call this an incantation. When we finish with that incantation, we go back through that same psalm and we consider each verse in turn. And we search for hidden or occult meanings that lie behind each of those verses. As we do this, we also try to apply whatever wisdom and magic we find there to the situation we've brought to the psalm. And by doing this, we are taking those magic seeds and planting them deeply in our minds. Our minds are seen as fertile ground, and those seeds take root. They grow, they blossom forth, and they bear fruit after their kind. And that is exactly what you and I are going to do right now with Psalm 27. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise up against me, in this will I be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord, and to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock. And now shall mine head be lifted up above mine enemies round about me. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, I will sing praises unto the Lord. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me, and answer me. When thou saidst, Seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, Thy face, Lord, will I seek. Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. Teach me the way, O Lord, and lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies. Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies, for false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. It starts out by speaking of the Lord, and we have to ask ourselves, who is the Lord? And for us in magic, the Lord is a representation of the one power, the one source, the one force in all the universe. And there is but one. And it's so important that we orient ourselves to this idea of oneness, because then we get the understanding that it is all power, it is all presence, it is all substance, it is all wisdom, it is all that is. And so one with this force is a majority. And that's why we can feel assured that our success is inevitable, because nothing can go up against this force. And this force is for us. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? We start out with a declaration and then a rhetorical question. This force is my light and my salvation. Why do we need light? We need light to see. We need light to understand. Why do we need salvation? Because we have a problem that we've brought to the psalm. There's an issue that needs to be healed. We will now understand and be removed from whatever this problem is. It asks, whom shall I fear? What do I have to be afraid of in regards to this problem? It's already been handled. From the Lord's point of view, there is no problem. So my job is to connect with that power and allow that power to work through me. The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Strength in the Psalms usually means military strength, the power to be protected. So I don't have to defend myself. I don't have to protect myself because the Lord is the strength of my life. The Lord keeps me alive, keeps me safe. This power keeps me alive and safe because it is the power of life itself. Nothing can go up against it, so safety is inevitable. Of whom shall I be afraid? There's nothing to fear. And reminding ourselves of that, this first verse is a great one just to memorize and to take into the day with you if you're dealing with a lot of fear and apprehension about the situation that you brought to the psalm. You evaporate those fears in the moment by saying, the Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. It's a very typical psalmic device to put our desire in the past tense, because that speeds up our results. The wicked, enemies, foes, whatever you've brought to the psalm, they've already tried to be a problem for you, but they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. So these are your fears of the future now. What you're so afraid might happen. You have nothing to fear. You're reminding yourself of that. My heart shall not fear. The heart is the deep mind. No matter what I think might happen in the future, I'm not going to have to worry about it. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after. So we're saying that we also have a unity of purpose now. Not only that the Lord is one, we are one in our purpose. And it's saying the one thing that we're seeking over all else is that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple. The desire to dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of your life means eternity, and eternity means now, the eternal present. And to dwell in the house of the Lord means to dwell in heaven, which is in you, deep within you, and is that place of peace and safety where everything is permanently perfect. That's where you want to be. And to behold the beauty of the Lord, if you behold the beauty of the Lord while you're dwelling in the house of the Lord, then you're projecting only beauty onto the screen of space, and then you have only beauty in your life. And to inquire in his temple, to inquire means to petition. So to be able to ask for what you need, when you need it, and get it. That's the difference between somebody that needs to hoard wealth and somebody that can manifest wealth. Somebody that's dwelling in the house of the Lord all the days of their life, to behold the beauty of the Lord and to inquire in his temple, is someone that doesn't need to hoard anything because they take it with them. They've got whatever they need whenever they need it, because they're happy, they're successful, they're at peace, and they can ask for whatever they need in the moment and manifest it. So that's the one thing we're asking for, because we recognize that's everything. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion. In the secret of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me upon a rock. As you're walking through this valley of the shadow of death, as it's called in Psalm 23, you're going to bump up against trouble from time to time, and you're not worried about it. Because as soon as there might be trouble, because of your orientation, because of the work you've done, you are lifted out of that trouble automatically and immediately. doesn't touch you. And you're set upon a rock, meaning that you're set upon that which is immovable. And so far we are understanding that this psalm is all about choosing between fear and faith. And we're saying our faith is like a rock because we understand what we have faith in. We don't have faith in some deity out there. We don't have faith in the hope of somebody saving us that we've never experienced before. Our faith is based upon what is deep within us that we do experience, and that we're willing to experience more and more of this so that our faith deepens even more and we are set upon a rock. Our faith is based on our experience. And so as we work through this or any psalm, we are uncovering more and more of our power. And the more power we uncover, the more we have things work out for us because of the magic that we do, which then increases our faith. But we're not putting in blind faith. We're putting in faith in that which is real, the one power, the one source, and the one substance, which is within us. And now shall mine head be lifted up above mine enemies round about me. So whatever you brought to the psalm, you're lifted up out of it. This is the second time the Lord has lifted us out of our trouble. And it's a nice reminder that we don't climb up out of the trouble. We allow ourselves to be lifted out of the trouble. Therefore will I offer in his tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, I will sing praises unto the Lord. A sacrifice means a gift. It's not that I have to sacrifice something that I really love in order to get what I want. In this sense, it's a gift. And what you're giving is joy. Your joy and your gratitude are all that's required. You don't have to do anything that's painful or hard. You just have to lean into your joy and lean into your gratitude, and everything else is taken care of for you. Hear, O Lord, when I cry with my voice. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. Our voice is our intention. Our voice is our own will. Hear, Lord, when I cry with my voice. Respond, Lord, as my will is now to be with you. My will is now to be at one with my higher self, my soul, my higher purpose, where everything is perfect. Have mercy also upon me and answer me. Fix this. It's okay to just say that. Please fix this. You don't have to supplicate. You don't have to grovel in order to get what you want. You can hold your head up high and say, fix this. I don't know how to do it. And it'll be taken care of for you. When thou saidst, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, thy face, Lord, will I seek. When the infinite says, come unto me in order to get what you want, we say, okay. We don't say, no, I'm going to do it myself. We do that all the time, though, don't we? No, I'm going to do it myself. And then everything is destroyed. And then when we're down in the doldrums, that's when we say, oh, I better seek the face of the Lord. And it's telling us not to do that. It's telling us to seek the face of the Lord first. What's the face of the Lord? The face of something is how you recognize it. So your understanding of the presence of the infinite, your experience of the presence of the infinite is what we're seeking. And the infinite says that's all you need. You don't need anything else. We are now saying, okay, I don't need anything else. Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thy servant away in anger. Thou hast been my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. The infinite's never going to abandon you. The only time it feels like the infinite abandons us is when we abandon the infinite. And it's so funny how we project. We turn and we say, no, I'll do it myself. And we get ourselves into big trouble and we say, why is God so mean to me? When it says, put not thy servant away in anger, thou hast been my help, also hide not thy face far from me. The infinite doesn't. The infinite's not mad at you, will never be mad at you, will never leave you, will never abandon you, any more than the air will abandon your lungs, any more than the sunlight will abandon the solar system. It's a given that the infinite's there for you. So when we say this, we're really talking to ourselves. Let me not turn away. Let me not try to do it all by myself. Because it's a blow to our egos when we can't make something work, and that we have to turn to the infinite to do it for us or to do it through us. And it's good for that part of the ego to be blown. We don't want that ego to be in charge, because that ego is the thing that always gets us into trouble. But that's because the ego doesn't understand what's happening. It's not that you're so stupid and you're so bad and you're so inadequate, and because of all of that, you have to call upon a higher power that can fix your shortcomings for you. It's that everything that doesn't look like the perfection of who you are isn't real, and we've fallen for it. We've fallen for the lie, and we believe in things that aren't really there. And so until we wake up, we have to remind ourselves there is a force that is awake, that does know what's going on, and that can help us take care of whatever this problem is. And each time you solve a problem using this kind of magic, you'll notice that you're a little bit more awake each and every time. When my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord will take me up. The earthly father and mother are representations of what we look to in the world that can fix things for us. Those of us that came from decent parents even, we know that they're just human beings. They have their limits. They're not going to do everything perfectly. And once we recognize that not only are our mortal parents not perfect, we look into the world and everything's like that. So they're just a representation of looking to the world to solve our problems. And it says, forsake me. It does feel like you're forsaken when you put a lot of faith and stock into something that can't hold up to what you're idolizing it to be. It just can't. It can't stand up under the weight of that. Anytime you put anything in this world up on a pedestal, be it a person or an idea or a situation or a political movement or a religion, anything, you're going to be disappointed. It will, quote, forsake you. But that's not its fault. It's your fault for putting your faith in something that didn't deserve it. The only thing that you want to put your faith in is the infinite, because it's perfect. And it's not that you can't have relationships in the world with maybe a religion, maybe a political party, maybe your father and mother, whatever it is. But understand that they are mortal, that they are imperfect. And the only thing that's perfect is the infinite, and the infinite exists inside you. So you don't have to go hunting for the infinite. It's already there. You take the infinite with you wherever you go. Teach me thy way, O Lord, and lead me in a plain path because of mine enemies. I don't need esoteric knowledge right now. I don't need riddles. I don't need any of that. All I need is the plain truth. I need your truth. I'm moving away from putting faith in things that are going to disappoint me, and I'm putting all my faith in you, knowing that you're going to give it to me straight. And you're going to lead me in a straight path, right to where I need to be, especially in regards to whatever this problem is that I've brought to the psalm, but in general too. Deliver me not over unto the will of mine enemies. Why would the infinite deliver you over to the will of the enemies? It's a very dramatic way of saying, lead me out of that. Lead me away from the will of mine enemies by turning and facing the infinite and allowing the infinite power to do it through you and for you. For false witnesses are risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. This world is a world of false witnesses, and so is your ego. Everything here is a lie on some level or another. Nothing tells the complete truth in this world, and neither does your ego. The only thing that tells you the complete truth is the infinite. And you only can experience the infinite by going deep within you, relaxing, quieting your mind, and allowing it to work through you. Everything else has the potential to be cruel. Not to say that you can't trust your friends and all of that, but again, like with your father and mother forsaking you, they're just humans. You can't put anything in this world up on a pedestal and expect to be happy and expect for things to work out for you. But if you put your faith in the infinite, all of the things in this world will start to reflect that. I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. The land of the living exists in you. That's the land of heaven that is in you. That's the eternal perfection of you. where everything is permanently perfect. And the more that you can find that inner peace, and the more frequently you can get in there, the more frequently the world starts to reflect that peace for you, and things work out for you in very mystical, magical, miraculous ways. When it says, I had fainted unless I had believed to see the goodness of the Lord, again, putting it in the past, but it's true, isn't it? If you don't have that strong spiritual connection internally, you're never going to feel safe in the world. You're going to faint in the presence of all the evils of this world because it just seems so overwhelming and so bad. But if you see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, meaning go inside you and find that peace every day and allow your mind to be permeated with all the qualities of the infinite, infinite life, infinite soul, infinite spirit, infinite intelligence, infinite truth, infinite love, infinite law, infinite presence, and you allow yourself to have that every day, maybe several times a day, even for a few moments at a time, you're no longer subject to or victimized by this world. Now it says, wait on the Lord, be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. Okay, now this is the teacher coming through and telling us what to do. To wait on the Lord means to meditate, means to go within and relax, and to not have any expectations, not to tell the Lord what to do, not to tell this power where to go and how to be. All you do, you've given your problem to the infinite, you've spelled it out, you've gone through what you've gone through, and now all you have to do is let it go. Get it out of your mind. Wait on the Lord, find that peace, and everything will come about in the perfect way, and usually quite expediently, if you're not going back in there and saying, well, maybe I'll help it a little bit. Maybe I'll just help it along a little bit, because many hands make light work, so I'm going to help God here. Don't help God. Once you've done your part, don't help. God doesn't need your help. Your help is interference. So just wait on the Lord. Let it go. Think of something else. Go watch a movie. Go read a book. Go to an amusement park. Go do something else. Get your mind off of whatever this is. And before you know it, it's going to take care of itself. And you will be so glad. So you just keep coming back to the same psalm once a day until you get that inner sense of peace, that inner sense of certainty that all is well. And when you get that little click, you'll know that your spell has been cast. And you don't have to work on it anymore. You don't have to come back to it anymore. You just let it go. And the best thing to do is put it out of your mind. Unless, of course, you're guided. Obviously, if you're guided to take action, then you take action. But other than that, you let it go and you let it work itself out. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I so appreciate you. Until next time, blessed be.